This video series is sponsored by my light novel series 2112. Click on the link in the description to order your copy today.
It is the year 0079 of the Universal Century. A half-century has passed since Earth began moving its burgeoning population into gigantic orbiting space colonies. A new home for mankind, where people are born and raised and die.
Don't leave me hanging. What happens next? A lot, I promise. However, what is it? It's just that I don't want to give too much away either. Remember that Seth guy I told you about? Yeah, the one that does those Star Trek videos. Part of why I don't want to review the entire anime series is because I want our audience to see the anime we're talking about for themselves. Is that a fact? You got a problem with that? From where I stand, it's an attempt to cover up the fact that you're just too lazy to cover the entire series. Oh, I've seen this anime many times in my life. I know how it starts and ends. Oh, is that right? That's right! Prove it! I will! Go for it! Going for it! And that's how Mobile Suit Gundam ended. Wow, I can't believe this was written as a flop. Want to watch the anime now? Why would I? You told me how it ended. Oh, exactly. Now there's no point to talk about Gundam. Use this. You sure? It's the least I can do for you. All right. What happened? We were going to talk about the first... Hold on. 3 episodes of Mobile Suit Gundam. All right. Don't know why exactly, but I'm just going to roll with it. Believe me, there are good reasons why. For now, let's cover the plot of the first 3 episodes. Ready when you are. The first episode begins with a shot of space. We see the Earth first before panning to an asteroid. And finally, a giant purple-colored mechanical eye focusing on the audience. Interested so far? The machine in question is called a Zaku, a giant robot belonging to the bad guy faction called the Principality of Zeon. Why did you air quote bad guy? Oh, well, we can cover that in a separate video further down the line. Fine. What are these Zaku doing exactly? Breaking into a colony called Side 7 with the purpose of discovering the existence of a secret weapon called Project V, created by the good guy faction called the Earth Federation. Again with the air quotes. It's during when we see one of the Zaku pilots surveying the interior of the colony through a pair of binoculars that we see one of the main characters of the anime, Frau Bo, meet with another character that we briefly talked about in the previous video, Amuro Ray. However, how he is introduced is what makes this giant robot anime stand out from all the ones that came before, where previous protagonists from Super Robot anime were portrayed as possessing exceptional athletic abilities that makes them stand out from the average person. Here, Amuro is more interested in his hobbies than anything else. That sounds oddly relatable. What happens next? As he and Frau Bo heads towards the shelter, Federation forces act fast to get the latest model battleship into the colony. Why do the characters need to go into a shelter exactly? Because a Musai, a battleship belonging to the Zeon military, was spotted approaching Side 7 and the colony leadership issued an evacuation order for the civilians. And just in time, as the Zakus I mentioned earlier finally found what they were looking for. Project V, I assume? Yes. But to be precise, the facility and on-site materials connected to it. One of the Zaku pilots decides to act against orders in pursuit of glory. Typical rookie behavior. Within the shelter, Amuro recognizes the types of explosions, knowing that the shelter would not withstand. When he steps outside, Amuro sees a Zaku shooting everything in front of him. As the civilians leave the shelter in droves, Amuro sees his father attempting to move the materials connected to the project away from the chaos of the battlefield. Amuro tries to get his father, Tem-Ray, to listen to him, but sadly fails. Family drama in the middle of a battlefield? Believe it or not, this aspect of the anime is what drew a lot of its female audience. Wait, there are more scenes like this in the anime? Yes. And we'll cover why Mobile Suit Gundam was a hit with women when we cover what happened after the anime ended. For now, another scene after this is another aspect of what set Mobile Suit Gundam apart from every giant robot anime before it. Which was... Great Barrier Reef!
Mother? Mother! Mother!
Yeah. Tomino did not want to hold back on the fact that war is hell, even with giant robots. All that death on the first episode! Get used to it. Every opportunity Tomino had, he did not hold back on the realities of the battlefield. Definitely the kind of place where death can happen at any time, and usually without meaning. Whereas in previous giant robot anime, death happened in only one of two situations. Either it happened to an extra that only makes one appearance in a standalone episode, or to one of the main characters in a heroic sacrifice made on behalf of his friends and or the cause. That is a lot to absorb.